In today's society, there's so many distractions everywhere. It's easier to get distracted now than it ever was in any period of time. And don't say it's not just because of simple fact. We have phones, we have newer technology that could, dog. It's so much shit that we have in this society. Yo, what it do, you two? And I'm not want to waste time, so I'm gonna get straight into it. You feel me? Now, today about to be reacting to Gen Z needs to lock in. Hey, ain't nothing else that need to be said. Lock in, nigga. Let's see what he talking about though.
Locking in is a term that I've heard getting thrown around time and time again. What started off as a simple boost of motivation to get your work done, it's blossomed far beyond its original meaning. It's been used in scenarios like,
my mom is kind of homeless.
Dude, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, but
no matter what side of the internet you're on, I'm sure you've heard this term before. However, one age-old question still remains. What does it mean to lock in? Well, that's just the thing. Depending who you're talking to,
Bro,
being
it's
locked...
pretty self-explanatory. And depending on the context that you're using it in, it's pretty
can mean
self-explanatory.
completely different things. If you're talking to the average student who maybe has an assignment due the next day, locking in might mean working on what needs to be done. If you ask a giga alpha male who was raised by wolves, allegedly, it might mean doing excessive amounts of going to the gym and flexing your wealth on 13-year-olds, of course. But if you were to ask me, I would probably say locking in is working on a YouTube video in my underwear at 4 a.m. On a diet consisting of dino nuggets and caffeine. I need to make some serious health changes.
However, I've made a disturbing but true revelation. No matter how you define locking in, or where in the world you may reside, if you are a part of Gen Z, we all need to collectively lock in together, otherwise we are so f***ed. The most obvious thing being that almost everything under the sun is being hit with inflation. I went to the store to buy a Calypso lemonade the other day for the first time in like 7 years, and when I used the self-checkout, I was so appalled with the price my eyes had.
Bro, them bitches damn near like $2.50, pushing $3 now. You know how insane that is? To buy 60, I think it's like 64 grams of sugar in that glass bottle. You making me pay $2.50, going on $3 for a drink that consists of majority sugar. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Fortune of seeing $4.49.
Oh my God, it went up higher.
$5 for a.
It's been forever. It's $5 for a bottle of diabetes. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Lemonade. For that price, I better be going to the Calypso Island myself and sipping the sweet elixir out of the lake.
Crazy.
Also, no, I don't want to donate $2 to the Children's Hospital. Thank you very much. That's half my Calypso money.
Guys, that was a joke. I almost always donate to the children.
Man, good for you, bro. Listen here, bro. They already be whacking niggas out the ass with the taxes and shit, and they going up on prices. Bro, it'd be so hard. It'd be so hard. Not, I guess $1 is just $1. But that shit add up, bro. I don't care what nobody's talking about.
Hospital. How was that? Was that good?
Yeah, maybe try and sound a little more convincing.
I got you. Guys, that's a joke. I almost always donate to the Children's Hospital.
This
In
nigga's a
short,
fucking
locking in means
character,
putting
bro.
all of your focus and energy into one thing, not letting anything get in the way of your desired success or breaking your
This
focus.
nigga's a
If there's one
character,
thing
dog.
that we humans all have in common, it's that every one of us wants success. And a foot job. So riddle me this. If locking in is so unbelievably important, then why does Gen Z seemingly have a problem to successfully do so? I mean, it's not like we don't want to live a prosperous and successful life. It's just that
Because I can give you the answer to that. I feel like in today's society, there's so many distractions everywhere. It's easier to get distracted now than it ever was in any period of time. And don't say it's not just because of simple fact. We have phones, we have newer technology that could, dog, it's so much shit that we have in this society that I'm just talking in circles, but you get what I'm saying, bro.
locking in, it's so... It fucking sucks, dude.
It
There's
don't suck.
literally
It's just
no
kind of hard because distractions.
way of
My
putting
last
it.
time
If there was
pausing.
an option between actually being productive and eating Hot Pockets and watching YouTube all day, 90% of people would choose the second option. I'm gonna be so real. If there's one thing in my life that I'm not great at, it's the ability to successfully lock in. For as long as I can remember, the scenario in my head has always been, all right, man, this is the one. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna get work done, and I'm actually gonna lock in. Dude, I'm gonna lock in so hard, the world's not even ready to see what's gonna happen. Oh man, I'm gonna be an animation machine.
Dog, see what I'm talking about?
You know, it's weirdly comfortable.
The world is full of distractions, cuz.
That it's not so just easy to get hooked on distractions, and that tons of other people have this exact same experience, except maybe sometimes it's things that are more important than getting a YouTube video done. I've seen a few videos on the good old TikTok of people sharing the common sentiment that they just can't lock in. And while the answer has been lost for so long, I believe that I've made a breakthrough discovery that has never been talked about before in the history of the universe ever by anybody. Ever. Social media. It's obviously no surprise that this plays a big part in people not being able to completely focus for an extended period of time. I mean, considering when you sit down and do your work, you're actually sitting there in your own silence surrounded by nothing but your own thoughts instead of having constant straight dopamine pumped into your veins. Sitting alone in complete silence without any form of stimulation.
I'll go to sleep.
I've already talked about this pretty.
I ain't read a book in so long. I'm gonna read the I Just Need a Minute. I'm gonna read that book. I'm not saying I just need a minute. The book is called I Just Need a Minute. That's gonna be the first book I read in a while. But the reason I don't read books, bro, that shit, it be getting boring, bro. Like, legit. I think I need to find something I'm interested in reading, but I don't know.
Extensively in some of my other videos about social media, but I truly believe that one of the reasons that this is so prevalent, especially with younger generations today, is that for the most part, we grew up spending more time on screens than any other generation in the past. It was significantly easier to get literally any type of content we were craving within that very second than it would have been for somebody growing up in the 1960s who didn't have anything but a radio and a Vietnam draft note. And this exact scenario is the same with tons of other people, maybe just with different circumstances. Last week I made a video about the reality of being a YouTuber, and one thing that I failed to mention.
What's new with Google Ads?
I'm gonna get an ad blocker when I get monetized.
Google AI powers campaigns that work for you.
Extensively is the fact that reality of being a YouTuber. And one thing that I failed to mention extensively is the fact that every single video that you see on my channel, I procrastinated till like the very last second. In case some of you didn't know, some of my videos are recorded and edited all in the span of 12 hours. And every single time this happens, I'm sitting there at 4 a.m. going, why did I do this? This is terrible. I'm never doing this again. And then I do it again.
Nigga, take 12 hours to edit a video. That's why I like doing reactions. It don't take too long to edit a video. And it's kind of convenient considering that I work 12-hour shifts. So let's use today's example. I just got off work at 7 a.m. So I get off work, start doing YouTube videos, edit it, go to sleep. And then I make the thumbnail when I get up and I post it later in the day. That's how I do it. But when I'm off, I don't even think I post YouTube videos just because of simple fact. I be busy, bro.
And again, and again, and again. Man, I'm even doing it with this video. The amount of people I know and meet who do this exact same thing, whether it be with work or school, is kind of concerning. I don't think you need to be some sort of rocket scientist to understand that this is not the healthiest of lifestyles. So, together, join me, my friends, as we find the solution on how to successfully lock in. There's tons of videos out there on the internet that can help my feeble mind truly grapple this mindset on locking in, like this one, how locking in became Gen Z's new hustle culture.
This is locking in. The phrase is everywhere. Whispered in.
Because of course every single aspect of this video is completely AI generated, from the art to the voice to the fucking description. Is it not ironic that somebody decided to make a video about the commitment of doing work, but then couldn't actually be bothered to do any work, so they turned to AI to do it for them? Oh, the AI. It leaves me no choice. I must turn to the only people who believe in me. Alpha males.
2 months of hard work, you and your bro could get the nice car, the nice apartment.
Okay. But how do I do that?
All you have to do is lock in.
Okay.
Give me the step-by-step on locking in, though. You know what I'm saying?
How do I do that?
Dog, from 16 to 17, I made $180,000 profit in high school.
He's not...
How?
Tell us how he did it, is he? See, this is something I've come to notice with people who claim to be motivational alpha.
They want you to buy their fucking course.
men is that they seem to think that either yelling into a microphone on a random podcast or filming a TikTok in their $130,000 car is the solution to getting people to lock in. And instead of giving you actual advice on how to do so, they just repeat the same thing over and over again, talking about their wealth. And even if they do give you advice, it's always the same 3 things being said.
Go to the gym, turn off your phone, and simply stop being sad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. So I have such a strong disdain for these types of influencers because they're well aware that the only people who are actually listening and taking the advice that they out more often than not are people who find themselves at rock bottom and are so desperate for a change they're willing to do literally anything, even if it means spending money on a course just to have an alpha male brag about their wealth. With all that being said, I've seen just as many videos online of people talking about how they're finally ready to lock in. I don't know about you guys, but I think the great lock-in of 2025 is among us. Taking more than 1 shower a week? Check. Making my own food instead of ordering DoorDash? Check. Going to the gym once a day? Check. Oh man, 2025 is gonna be legendary. Oh,
about a second week.
It's October. I'll do it next year. Let's go get that guy over there. Hey, you!
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, of course I'm talking to you.
Oh, hello there.
Are you tired of shitty energy drinks that are probably horrible for your health?
Yeah, they give me kidney stones. It really hurts.
That's really gross.
But allow me to introduce you to Gamers. You ask. For you, they also have be % off. Thank you to our good friends over at GamerSupps. We love you. And now, back.
I got Lydia outside. We're going to do some recording while I finish up my yard work.
Lipstick and eyelashes.
Back to the video. Ever since like the 2020 lockdown, there seems to be a continuous cycle where people talk about how much they're gonna lock in and change their perspective on life, and they do it successfully for an entire week, and then never do it again. I definitely don't even have the right to shame people for doing this, because I do the exact same thing. For like the past 2 years, I've been telling myself that I'm finally gonna go to the gym and get ripped, put on some muscle on my bones. And for a little bit of time, I did exactly that. I would wake up at 7 a.m., be at the gym for 7:15, work out until like 8 and be home at 8:15. And you want to know the best part? Every single time I would do it, I always felt really good about myself. And so I continued to do it for the next 12 days. The reason I stopped going in the first place is because one day I woke up and I just told myself, I'll do it tomorrow. 2 years later, not only am I yet to go back to the gym and I'm rocking the exact same physique, but I'm also yet to cancel my gym membership because I keep telling myself that I'm gonna go back and lock in.
Nigga, Planet Fitness be eating your pockets. I had Planet Fitness. You gotta go in there to cancel the membership. Ain't that about a bitch?
Happen, and I need to stop lying to myself saying that it is. I don't think this is something that's talked about nearly enough, and that's how miserable the feeling of burning out is. Like, not only does it take a huge physical toll on you in the sense that you constantly feel exhausted, but also in the mental sense that your mood is just all over the place and that there's a feeling eating away at the back of your mind, constantly telling you that you can do more when it's really not that easy. The feeling of not doing anything is so ass because deep down you know that you should be working, but you just can't physically bring yourself to do so, especially if you've been working for a much longer period of time, especially if you have a bunch of pressure associated with it. This is pretty similar to what some manga artists do, where they do the entirety of their workload in a short period of time, and 9 times out of 10, it's a success, and the product that they're able to make time and time again is always so beautiful until they kick the bucket. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to end up like that. So please, do yourself a favor and take it easy. I'm not saying sit around and do nothing all day, because after a certain period of time you'll just feel worse and wish that you did work. But yeah, just be nice to yourself. Anyways, that's really all I have to say.
Hey, I fucks with that message. But no, lock in, whatever the fuck that means. Hey, all in all, it's easy to say you're gonna lock in, but when it come down to it, you gotta put the effort into locking in. Only you know what that means, because it's your aspect in life where you gotta lock in and let it be a relationship, let it be fitness, let it be financially. You can do it and you will do it. But now I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.